Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Lipakshi Khurana. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Monday, the 1st of October. India-Uzbekistan signed 17 agreements to boost bilateral ties. Sindhi activists oppose construction of dams on Indus River by Pakistan. And citizenship dialogue held in Afghan capital Kabul to solve problems. Now for all the details, Uzbekistan's President Shavkat Mirziyoyev met Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi on Monday to boost bilateral ties between the two countries. After delegation-level talks, both the sides inked 17 agreements in the fields of security, tourism, agriculture and science and technology, among the others.
Uzbekistan's President Shavkat Mirziyoyev on Monday met Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi to enhance strategic ties between India and Uzbekistan. During delegation-level talks, both the leaders took stock of bilateral relationship between their countries and agreed to collaborate with each other across sectors. India and Uzbekistan inked agreements including cooperation in the fields of national security, tourism, agriculture and science and technology. On the proposal of Uzbekistan, India also agreed to provide $200 million line of credit for low-cost homes and social infrastructure projects in Uzbekistan.
हमने 2020 तक $1 बिलियन का द्विपक्षीय व्यापार का टारगेट रखा है. हमने प्रेफरेंशियल ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट पर नेगोशिएशन शुरू करने का भी निर्णय लिया है.
Earlier in the day, the Uzbek president, accompanied by his wife, also paid floral tributes at the memorial of India's iconic freedom fighter, Mahatma Gandhi, in New Delhi. He also met India's Foreign Minister, Sushma Swaraj, in New Delhi to boost diplomatic ties. During the meeting, both the leaders held discussions on regional and global issues of mutual interest.
Moving on, an anti-Pakistan protest was held by Sindhi and Baloch activists in London on Sunday against the construction of dams on River Indus. The protesters termed the constructions as illegal, unethical and immoral attempt by Pakistan to deny life to the Sindhi people.
Sindhi and Baloch political activists on Sunday organised a demonstration outside the Pakistan High Commission in London against the construction of dams on River Indus. The protesters said the construction of the Amir Bhasha Dam on River Indus is not merely a political issue but a matter of life and death for the Sindhi people. They said the Pakistani establishment is aggressively pursuing construction of mega projects and dams without any consideration of rights of indigenous Sindhi people and the environment.
We feel that this proposal or this construction of dam is a direct attack on our Sindhi nation as a people, as their livelihood and their existence, because water is a key resource and key economics for Sindhi people and Sindh.
Sindhi activists have also been requesting the international community to take notice of violence against their peaceful struggle. They blame innocent Sindhi people are being subjected to torture, killings and enforced disappearances by Pakistani forces for raising their voices.
Prominent Mohajir activist Nadeem Nusrat recently hit out at Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan while terming Islamabad government as a military stooge. He blamed Pakistan is answerable for several things, including the freedom given to the leaders of terrorist outfits like Lashkar-e-Taiba.
Prominent Mohajir activist and chairman of Voice of Karachi, Nadeem Nusrat, recently hit out at Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan while terming Islamabad government as military stooge. Nusrat also called Khan a weak leader and said that he can only design policies but execution and decision are in the hands of the military. He blamed Pakistan is answerable for several things, including the freedom given to the leaders of terrorist outfits like Lashkar-e-Taiba.
जहां हाफिज सईद और जैशे मोहम्मद के लोगों को जो कि हाईजैकिंग में इन्वॉल्व रहे, जब उनको वहां पे प्रमोट किया जाए और पाकिस्तान में मुकम्मल आज़ादी दी जाए, तो इस ह्यूमन राइट्स के वायलेशन के बैकग्राउंड और ये जो एक स्टेटेड पॉलिसी है टेररिज्म की सपोर्ट की, उसके होते हुए पाकिस्तान के लिए बहुत मुश्किल है कि वो किसी और पे इल्ज़ाम लगा सके.
The United States and India accuse Pakistan of sheltering terrorists, including Lashkar-e-Toiba terror group founder Hafiz Syed, who is also a UN-designated terrorist. Earlier this year, in a strict move, the US also announced suspension of all security assistance to Pakistan, blaming it for failing to tackle militancy on its soil.
And in news from Afghanistan, a citizenship dialogue event was recently organized to discuss challenges in Afghan capital Kabul city and to find solutions for them. The event was attended by officials from Afghanistan's security departments, Kabul municipality and local Kabul residents.
Officials from security departments in Afghanistan, Kabul municipality and local residents on Sunday attended a citizenship dialogue event to discuss challenges in Kabul city and find solutions for them. Residents during the event listed their city's problem and some recommendations for the city with around 5 million population. The event was the first ever in the Afghan capital and was very much welcomed by residents.
رابطه دولت و مردم رابطه دو طرفه است. مسئولیت‌ها متوجه هر دو طرف میشه.
تلاش ما به این است که ما از هر لحاظ هم از لحاظ حاکمیت بر صلاح و تکتیک پلیس و ارتباطات و تنفیذ قانون تعلیمات بر پلیس پلانگذاری کنیم.
The suggestions given by Kabul residents will be discussed in a meeting led by Afghan President Ashraf Ghani, where mayors from 34 provinces will be present.
More news from Afghanistan. Afghanistan has been witnessing an increase in the number of cardiac diseases, with around 52,000 cases registered in government-owned health facilities this year. The official figures show that almost 50% of the patients die due to lack of medical facilities in the province.
The Ministry of Public Health in Afghanistan has registered 52,000 cardiac patients in government-owned health facilities in a year, while the number of those suffering heart diseases is on the rise. According to official statistics, almost 50% of patients suffering from cardiac diseases die due to lack of medical facilities, medical equipment and lack of heart specialists. Out of the 52,000 cardiac patients, 1,039 of them are from the capital city of Kabul alone.
فشار بلند خون، چربی خون و همچنان دود کردن سیگرت و بعض عدم تحرک بیشتر یه آفات قلبی کرونری یا اکلیلی سبب میشه.
دیپارتمنت جراحی عمومی قلب و اوعیه در داخل پانتون طبی کابل به شکل مستقل ایجاد شده تا بتوانند عرضه خدمات جراحی را با کیفیت با مردم افغانستان داشته باشیم.
Meanwhile, the World Health Organization or WHO says it continues to provide more technical support to Afghanistan for prevention and treatment of cardiac diseases.
Moving on to news from Sri Lanka, Japan's largest warship, the Kaga helicopter carrier, on Sunday arrived in Sri Lanka to strengthen its relationship with the Lankan Navy. The 248-meter Japanese ship is halfway through a 2-month voyage and recently took part in naval drills with the Britain's Royal Navy in the Indian Ocean.
Japan's largest warship, the Kaga helicopter carrier, sailed into Colombo harbour on Sunday to strengthen its relationship with the Sri Lankan Navy. The 248-meter ship, carrying 500 sailors and 4 submarine hunting helicopters, was greeted by a Navy band as it docked. During the visit, the Kaga will take part in bilateral exercises with the Sri Lankan Navy.
The JMSDF intends to strengthen the relationship with the Sri Lanka Navy. During the protocol in Colombo, we have a number of exchange programs such as Navy-to-Navy talks, seminars, ship tours, sports events, and cultural exchanges. After leaving Colombo, we will conduct bilateral exercise with the Sri Lanka Navy.
The ship and its crew are halfway through a 2-month voyage that has so far seen the Kaga shadowed by Chinese frigates in the South China Sea and taking part in naval drills with the UK's Royal Navy in the Indian Ocean. Britain, Japan and the United States have found a common cause in countering growing Chinese influence in the region to keep key sea lanes linking Asia to Europe, the United States and elsewhere from falling under Beijing's sway.
An orientation course was recently organized to promote football among girls in Sri Lanka city of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province. The training program was held under US-based trainers who helped the girls learn the sport through practical as well as theoretical classes.
Authorities in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province recently organized an orientation course under the US-based trainers to promote football among the girls of the valley. About 120 girls from 6 districts of the province participated in the program, which trained them in the sport through practical and theoretical classes. The purpose of the unique program was to empower the girls through sports and contribute in their overall personality development.
The purpose is to get girls excited about what sport can bring to their lives and how so many of life lessons can be taught through sport, but it translates into the real world. So helping them to grow some confidence, learn how to work as a team, find supporters, but how that can all relate to life outside of soccer.
A total of 26 coaches and mentors from various district units of State Football Academy, including US-based trainers, helped the girls train in various modules of the sport. The event was organized by Jammu and Kashmir State Sports Council in joint collaboration with US-based organization Goals for Girls and Tata Trust.
A commemorative event was organized on Sunday in India's western Gujarat province to mark the 100th anniversary of Poland regaining independence. The event was attended by several children who had taken refuge in Jamnagar after fleeing their homeland to escape the Soviet invasion of Poland at the beginning of the Second World War.
The Embassy of Poland in India on Sunday organized a commemorative event at Jamnagar in India's western Gujarat province for the refugee children who fled their homeland to escape the Soviet invasion of Poland at the beginning of the Second World War. The event was organized to mark the 100th anniversary of Poland regaining independence, was attended by many Polish children who had fled all the way from Poland to Jamnagar. At the peak of the Second World War in 1942, during the Soviet occupation of Poland, the king of Jamnagar, Digvijay Singhji Ranjit Singhji Jadeja, had established a camp for Polish children in his kingdom. These children were then allowed to stay at a camp which was his seaside summer resort in Jamnagar.
The fact that a lot of survivors have come in over here shows an act done in good faith, and his loving kindness has left an indelible mark in their bosom that is vibrating for eternity, that not only the survivors, the members of their family have come in spending their personal time and money to make it possible to come for this function.
Later in 1961, the refugee camp was converted into a school, and it has also a plaque commemorating the stay of the Polish children, which was gifted by the survivors. The Polish too, expressing their gratitude to the Indian king, established a school in their capital city, Warsaw, in his name.
Well, that's all we have for you from South Asia this evening. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.